Can you imagine covering Bernie or Pocahontas? Pocahontas, how about that? So, you know, I've never done this before. You know, I ran for president. I never did it before. Somebody said,
can you imagine them covering Pocahontas? Can you imagine them covering Bernie? So if anything, he just told on himself. The biggest contenders that he sees from the Democratic Party are your populists, are your progressives.
She's ready for it. But I think, Rick, I think it's a discussion that we have to start thinking about.
And they're very exciting. They are awesome. Yes, I would much rather listen to Elizabeth Warren talk about going after the banks instead of kissing their ass, or Bernie Sanders. Of course, I would rather listen to Bernie Sanders. Are you fucking kidding me?
President for life.
We need a war on poverty, Democrats. We need to take up economic issues. We need to get out of the war. So we need, you know, a populist. We need a leftist populist.
With his dictatorial attitude, now wants to be president for life. You know, straight.
That's the only person that's going to beat Trump. Not the next person in line. Not, you know, whoever, Joe fucking Biden.
Really nice. But
Tulsi Gabbard, somebody who's exciting, somebody we haven't even heard about yet, a true blue progressive. But Democrats are going to fuck around again. And
you know, I've been running for the Senate like 6 times. He said, you ran for president, you won. What happened is, I think he has to win. You know why?
They're literally drug dealers. But because they're a corporation, it's okay. So you get, you know, big pharma. What about alcohol? My God, alcohol causes more death. Alcohol causes more deaths than all the other drugs combined. So you want to, you know, go after the drug dealers. Well, shit, who's making this goddamn alcohol? Who's producing it? Who's selling it? Yeah, make sure what? We execute everybody? Is that what you're proposing? Execute everybody in Pfizer? Execute everybody in the drugstore? Execute everybody who's producing alcohol?
Can you imagine covering Bernie or Pocahontas? Pocahontas, how about that?
Now, you're not going to go after the big drug dealers. You're going to go after farmer bros, and you're going to go after the street dealer who just, you know, there's no fucking job, and because it's illegal. That's why you can make a shit ton of money. You start executing drug dealers, my God, you're going to have MS-13 all over the place because Al Capone got rich during Prohibition.
And you know you're going to get caught. And you know that you're going to kill people.
Not rid of 98% of ISIS. That's a good thing. I'm glad he's going after ISIS.
That's it. And they don't have a problem. Now,
he said on the Iraq war that was like throwing a big stone into a hornet's nest. So you throw a big stone into a hornet's nest and all the hornets go all over the place.
They like to protect criminals. They like to protect MS-13. When the South Korean representatives who just left North Korea
But he's saying what? He is now going to be in charge of the Iraq war. Is he pulling out, or are we just going to keep escalating like he's escalating Afghanistan, escalating everywhere? We got 30 new Vietnams in Afghanistan or in Africa. I'm the only one talking about it.
We are building the wall, 100%, 100%.
But it's a big deal. How did we start in Vietnam? We started sending military advisors. And we got plenty of military advisors in 30 African countries. Remember when Congress declared war on Cameroon? No, because they didn't.
But I was joking, and I said, president for life, that sounds good. Maybe we're going to have to try it. Maybe we're going to. President for life.
But we have declared war on Cameroon. We got troops in Cameroon. We got troops in Nigeria. We got military base in Gabon. We have, 30 countries in Vietnam or in Africa have been invaded, and they're going to turn into 30 more.
Talk. 2 hours later, then they write a report. Said, Joe, look, that's what I got in Washington. I got all these blue.
The war on drugs has been implemented. It has failed, and everywhere the alternatives have been implemented, it has succeeded. See what happens, Democrats, when you guys are total fucking pussies, when you're a bunch of weak little fucking crybabies. You can't stand up against the war on drugs, right? You got to run to the right. Hillary said the research is out on marijuana. So we haven't stood up against the war on drugs, which is Nixonian. In Switzerland, they focus on harm reduction.
Ribbon committees, everybody wants to be in. Blue ribbon, and we have the opioid problem. I'm for that.
Let's try to reduce the harm as much as we can. And this is a free country. We lost the right to our own body.
Because if I don't win the election, their ratings are going to go so far down, they're going to be out of business, every one of them. Can you imagine?
And then when it comes to impeaching this guy, you getting used to him yet, America? He goes, just fucking shit, bullshit after bullshit. But guess what? Have you just kind of put it in the background? Do you feel comfortable in Daddy's hands? Oh, no, Daddy's taking care of everything. Don't worry about it, America. With the tax cuts, that's for the 1%. The Democrats didn't vote for it because middle class, 57